Hey folks, Quilly here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Software Inc. And you may notice we've got an extra little building over here. I have developed or designed a new building over here so that we have room for our new project management team, which I was dabbling with the concept of, I guess, last episode for maybe the operating system job, and I decided to run the operating system job manually, but then I did some Googleification about project management to try to figure out how it's supposed to work, and so I'm going to give it another go. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it as a dedicated audio tool development team. Quill's Left Ear, I think, is maybe due for a refresh at some point. When did that come out, actually? Quill's Left Ear was released in '86. That was 3 years ago, and it's going to take a couple of years of development, so I think we're due. So that's what we're going to be going and developing here. So I've set up an office. What I did is I went through, if I were to go and make my own, what kind of team size would it need? And it needs about 4 designers and about 7 programmers. Oh wait, it's 7 programmers and a couple artists, so I do actually need a little bit more development space than I put in here. Ow. Unless I just make some people double up at a couple of desks. I wonder if this is spacious enough that people will be okay with that. Okay, well, we'll deal with that in a little bit. I do have some more space upstairs. Unless I make a separate art office for the... well, sort of the art side of things. I mean, I'll probably make it still the dev group, but it'll be an office with desks that have the, like, tablets set up or whatever for design. Maybe I'll do that. Let's draw out, go into edit mode, So just space for a couple artists. This is actually going to be a very spacious room. I mean, I suppose I could make it bigger so that we could scale it up. Or I go with a different design that'll also support some extra things. I don't know. We'll go and put this in. We'll get it working. We can always change things later. Although, you know, very often things, once they get in place, of course, they don't get changed, but we'll see. You're going to get the good chairs, and you're going to get a door. Door and a window, I suppose. Put this glass door in here. And for windows... we'll give you a couple of tall windows there, and we'll remember some of the basics we need, like a clock. And actually, before I put in the plants, function, productivity. We'll get you that. I don't think I can put the tablets on the table yet, so we're gonna have to wait till we get the computers. That's okay. Then yeah, I will go and throw in plants in here. You've got a light. I think we're also going to need, under security, you're going to need a fire alarm. And we'll put a sprinkler in this room as well. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop out here, go to my teams. I'm going to make a new team. No, sorry, it's not going to be a new team. This is also just going to be assigned to project management, audio development. And I'm not going to assign the desk individually, but because they'll have tablets, the artist should default to going over here. Our stats in the room are good. Yep, we've got maximum bonuses. Excellent. All right, so we're going to unpause. Again, I'm not going to move anyone over to this team currently because we don't have the computers. We're just waiting until 1990, which is just 2 months away, put the newer computers in there, and then that's when we're officially going to start that job. Otherwise, I think a couple of the room assignments have been moved around here. We do have some idlers, which is a bit annoying, but I'm not going to stress too much now. I mean, I'm fine with paying people for kind of sort of doing nothing right now, right? Sure. Other teams are occupying the office. Where? Dev D1, which are presumably working here, but this is just Dev D1 in evening. It might just be someone who hasn't moved to their new office quickly enough. Who are you on? Dev D1. Dev D1. Dev E1. Oh, there might be a scheduling thing with E1 that it was never set to the right thing. Or because I just moved people. Yeah, it's because I think I moved people from one group to another. They're finishing their job right now. Here, you're very cranky. Let's just send you home. There you go. That might have been the only person that was causing issues. Yeah, the warnings got away. Update for Quill's Left Ear is done. I think that was bringing it up to, I think, a systems tech level. Do we have a Quilder's Gate update? We do already have one going on. Right over there. No. That's the update. This is the port. Okay. And yeah, a couple of sleepies. We're going to call that good enough. Where are we having noise issues? Oh. Okay, well, it's an employee that's leaving, so I'm not going to worry about you. Got some snow. Okay, still teams occupying another office. This person here, Ethel, we've got you selected. Good. Send you home. I mean, I think everyone was about to leave home anyway. We have the busted computer that will be fixed automatically the next day, which is okay. Marketing here is in good shape. That's the end of November. Yeah, some idleness, but that's just going to have to continue to be okay. Oh, we do have a bit of a bug that we can fix there. And I'm sorry, plus 4,000? Vince. You're not even that good. You're feeling stuck here. You're not that good. Yeah, you're gonna get cranky about this, huh? Well, you know what? So be it. All the other raises seem much more reasonable. So we're gonna go ahead and accept that. Wow. You get cranky and you want to leave. Yeah, we're just gonna have to eat that. Someone does have some education available. That always gets me very happy. Oh, you got a couple of different things you could do. I don't know. Dev evening. I mean, we are going to need some people for the audio team. I don't know if you're going to be it necessarily, but maybe I'll go ahead and give you a couple of things there with the possibility of maybe moving you into the audio. Or we'll just get some dedicated people for it. These things can all work. Lots of idlers right now. Don't love that. That's too many idlers. I mean, you're mostly an artist, but we'll give you another pip in there as well. You're going to finish Quill's Good Touch. Good. Yeah, there's going to be a big reshuffle in a minute here. Big update to Quilder's Gate, version 1.3, with lots of bug fixes. Okay, great. Another update. Little baby one over there. And no systems update. We'll wait for some bug reports to come in there. But yeah, there's a single bug to fix for Quill's left ear, so we'll get that shipped. Okay. At some point, I think very soon, we might cancel the support on Quill's left ear. I mean, the active user count is going down. But also, we're going to have that being taken over by a project management group. Stock still currently exists. Recordings are going... this noise. I mean, there's two people working next to each other, so that's never going to help. You've got some acoustic foam there. We may just have to eat that. Unfortunately, annoyingly. I really am going to make less use of these doubled up systems. Maybe, you know what? Maybe when we go and get ready to update to the new computers, maybe I'll just trash all these doubled up desks over here. And, I mean, there are going to be much more limited offices. But that might have to be okay. Porting that. Let's just get to January of 1990. And yeah, we'll do the big office reshuffle. Everything's going to change. Yeah, noise. Well, your offices are going to get less noisy. They'll get fancier because your individual desks as well. Just have to make sure I don't want to sell the chairs. I don't know if you get full value from selling things. Or not. Because I think if I select and delete the desk, I think it's going to delete the chairs as well. Because they're kind of linked, like they move as one. Okay, it's January, new tax day. And we can confirm over here that we've access to new computers. Indeed we do. Beautiful. So first of all, we're going to kit out this. That is in the wrong place. What are you complaining about? Oh, no ventilation. Yeah, they didn't complain about that before because there were no desks set up. But now there are. Everyone's getting brand new computers. These are the artists. And then over here, if I take that and delete, yeah, it does delete your little side accessory at the same time, which is maybe a little annoying. Although I'm actually not sure these guys had the correct side accessories anyway for the marketing. Done. Do I still have to move one of these computers? No? I moved them? Okay. So if I go into the productivity category, so these are going to be my artists, so they're going to each get tablets. This is going to be the marketing group, so they're going to go in get their phones. The development team over here, which is going to be based on the programmers, are going to get their calculators. And this design crew, I think the inbox is still the way to go with those. Like so. Okay. Now these buildings are linked, which means we can, I believe, still use the same central heat pump and the same roof air conditioning unit. Auto buy those. Again, I could have hand placed them. but that is very convenient to have that button. Warnings are away. Every room should have fire extinguishers and everything like that. We can check. Oh, here there's missing. Oh, you don't have a bookshelf. Can I fit one in here? Yep. There we go. Okay. Okay. And okay, yeah, I think all of our stats are in place, so that's great. So, I guess I hadn't actually checked the skill requirements for things for audio dev, but I think that's going to be okay. Let's go and do I want to do a full reset of our teams? We're currently not doing any tech development, right? The OS, I might not want to pull anyone else of the OS design team right now. But I'm going to suggest that everything else is kind of sort of fair game. And maybe I don't have to pull everyone out of their teams. Oh, you got some education coming. As a... Oh, you're a marketing person, but you randomly got a star in design. Okay, well, let's ignore you for a sketch. Turn off education. So, these daytime designers... especially with some audio pips. I need 4 of them. So you two, we want audio design. Rocco, assuming you have compatibility. And 200% compatibility. That's pretty good. Okay, computer, settle down. I know my internet's off. So yeah, my internet is offline all day today, which is great. I don't know, I think the local, I think the neighborhood, like, central router is down. I think my entire neighborhood is offline, which is great fun. So my computer, like various apps in the background keep popping up and being like, oh my God, there's no internet. I'm like, I know, shut up. You don't have any pips in audio, so that seems like maybe not ideal. So those are the 3 daytime designers. I could pull someone off of the OS job, but I don't think that's what I kind of want. Where's Quill these days? You're in Dev Eve 1, which isn't doing much. Let's throw you into this. This brings up to 3 employees. I want 1 more designer. Okay, if I go bring up the skills tab, just in case someone else is in a weird category, sort by design skill. But I don't want to pull anyone from Joseph Cruz. Yeah, you've got the design skill on audio, which might be fine. I mean, there is going to be some systems and 2D work. Only 83% compatibility, though. Oh, we still have some people on a tech team. Joan. 106% compatibility. Okay, that seems okay. So then if we come over here and go to this audio design team and check the employees, Quill's in there and he is set with leadership turned on, which is great. That's what we're looking for. And oh, you should have your role set to... Oh, that overrode the leader as well. Do this. And then over here, just to make it explicit, you guys are all just on design roles over here. Okay. That might make Quill the lead designer for here, which may or may not be the ideal, because I don't know if he's got the audio skill, but he's got some creativity. You know what? He can learn. It's fine. Now, I don't know if it matters to kit out the other teams, but we may... Oh, sorry, that's design group, which have it. So the dev group, which is ultimately going to need, again... I mean, the recommended programmers was 7. I'm going to go with 6 programmers in here, and then recommended artists is 2, which we will go with. I could just move 1 person and get them auto hiring, but I don't know. We can also just start poaching people who are idle and then move them around. Maybe that's the way to do it. So if I go and do a project management team, so this is going to be PM audio. Quill18 is going to lead that. The design team is going to PM audio design. Actually, let me click none to remove the OS thing. Development, none. I think there's something you can't change. I don't think you can change the name, but I think you can change other things as you go. Audio development. Secondaries will be our other random development teams, day and evening. If they're idle, we can pull them in for various other things. For support, we're not going to have a dedicated support team, which I hope is okay. We're just going to use the existing ones. For marketing, it's going to end up being, we're going to have a dedicated marketing group for pre and post marketing. there and there. And the updates are going to be handled, I mean, by the dev, but I suppose really the random other like dev groups could also be pulled in to help out with updates. Nah, this is probably fine. Just have the one server bench, no prototype software. Although, does this make this into a sequel? You know, we'll have you start fresh. I don't know, we'll put this in. I think this is just for internet-enabled stuff, but I'm not certain. We're not getting a tooltip on this. Now, for development time, how long to keep each project in development relative to the optimal time it would take to develop? 100% seemed to make sense, although it's got a big bar. Doing some Googling online, someone said something like 150% for whatever that means. Maybe this is how it sets its release date time, and maybe this allows time for debugging. I don't remember what people were saying would be the ideal for iteration cooldown. I don't know, maybe you do an iteration every 3 months. You are going to do updates. You're going to update tech levels. Cycle, how often do you replace updates a month? So every 3 months an update. How long after release to continue releasing updates? Is this in months? Is this in years? That is super unclear. I'm going to assume months because the others are. So only does a year of updates by default, because presumably then it's going to start cycling into the next version of it. Hype, auto-develop, yeah. Make this leader come up with new products based on last product released. Only sequels, yes. Only frameworks, or use frameworks, if there are any recent available. I suppose we could make ourselves a framework from the audio tool and then use that going forward. Whether it should stick to a single IP, forcing them to wait if a sequel is already being developed. Post-marketing, handle marketing. Presumably this might be for like press releases ahead of time. And I still don't know what to set here. If you just set it 0, we'll do infinite, or do we have to set it? So I still don't know the answer to this. This is on release, and the question is, are they going to print more? I'm still going to say like 1,000%. So if we have 10,000 followers, print 100,000 copies at start. Sure. Okay, so we have our project management team, and I can hit options over here to be able to tweak some things. I think this fills in, and then I think I was reading that you start it off with one project. So we're going to call this Quill's Right Ear. This is not going to be a direct sequel of anything we were working on before. We're going to start with its own fresh kind of vibe. Oh, I wonder if it auto-handles ports. I don't know. Focus on this OS here. For now, just a single OS. Everything is balanced for the market, so we can make our tools with anything we want. That's going to be okay. What do I want to throw in here? Tech level is good. So I don't know if it makes sense to like hyperfocus in the category or not, but audio codecs, I'm going to grab a bunch of these 1-star ones. 93%, 100%, and only 6% wasted interest. I suspect it's going to be pretty similar no matter where we go. So we'll do this, we'll do this. So this is Quill's Right Ear, which is going to be a mix of different tools, mostly mixing and recording, tiny bit of composing, sorry, and that's going to be okay. Lead designer. So no one's got any particular skill for it, but the idea is, oh, and Quill can't be one. I wonder if I should move one of these people to the team. Right, Nigel, who's being auto-selected. Where are you? Nigel. You're on the OS design. You don't even have any audio design skill. So you've got some ideas for what the tool should work, but you don't actually know how to do it, which seems a little sketchy. What about Carla? Where are you, Carla? Same. Reggie? Okay, you actually have some audio skill. So I'm going to send Reggie to PM Audio Design, Which means I'm going to have to yoink someone out of that. Hold on. Oh, now I understand the issue. Because we have to pick these teams first. None PM audio design. There we go. Now Rocco goes in there. Okay, who had I put in? It was Reggie. Let me move you back to the OS design, my friend. None. So PM dev. Missing audio programmer. I mean, that's okay. Although I guess I could do is just put someone in there right now just to get rid of the error. I want to pad out more people in that group, but so let's sort by coding skill and find someone. You've got 1 star, which is currently all we need. Your actual programming skill is pretty excellent. You're on the OS dev team, but I bet you're currently idle. So we're going to put you on audio development team. So now that I've done that, if I go and... Okay, we've got no errors. We'll be adding more people to the programming group. I don't know, it says approximately 12 years, but that is inaccurate. And I'm just thinking not bothering putting the dev people in there right now because we don't have it. Okay, then I'm going to hit project management. Oh, you need a 2D editor. We're going to use Quill's Good Touch. No limitations. Good. Everything's still looking okay. Yes. Project management audio group. So now if we unpause, what's going to happen is at some point, I think these ticks are going to fill out based on the designer. I mean, it's nighttime right now, so no one's doing anything, so that's okay. Now, the people who are idle, these are currently all developers, including some artists. I think what's going to happen with all y'all is you're all going to be moved to the, yes, project management audio development squad. Now, you'll still be theoretically idle because there's nothing going on, but it will have filled out that squad, and that's going to be okay. So we're going to keep an eye on them and then see how that works as we go forward. Wilder's Gate's got some bugs to fix. A little more bug over there, and a few more bugs over here. Okay, let's get all those done. I mean, especially if we're using our own, you know, design tool over here. Our own 2D tool to do that. Okay, so yeah, you guys are all going to be idle right now, and that's just something we're going to have to eat. Meanwhile, is that Rocco? No, that's Quilly team. So I guess, okay, so the design on this is starting, which is interesting. Let me just check that this team tasks actually have 0 tasks right now. So presumably those will be created. If we take a look at their tasks, yeah, there's nothing going on there. Okay. But you're still working on a design. Interesting. Joan. At some point, Rocco's going to come in and start doing some work there. And yeah, we have this whole marketing department ready to go with no one in it. That's okay. The artists will be idle. That's going to have to be okay too. So these idlers over here, I'm going to ignore the ones that are in dev stuff. Oh, that's interesting. So one of the designers is actually idle as well, Joan. So Quill's not, but the others are. Not going to throw more designers in there. The OS dev, I mean, you guys are going to have something soon. For now, you can be added to some of this design stuff. I wonder if there's more porting to be done. All the porting is currently complete, right? I'm assuming everything has been ported to that one OS. Yeah, there's no bulk port commands. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Oh, this is my old software, but you know what? We'll give you a quickie port as well. That's that first version, which technically still sells a little bit. Finish that. Good. Stupid noise. Oh, hold on. I forgot to replace all these computers over here. Yeah, it did get rid of the chairs. You know what? We'll just... We've got the money. Who cares? So, office.
Oh, his nightmare is coming
Oh,
true.
what the hell? What the hell's
Does
that sound?
everybody know this?
What the hell?
Hopefully.
Oh my god, my internet just kicked in and YouTube started playing again. Yay! That's great. So you guys heard like 5 seconds of the normies reacting to Young Justice. Shout out to the normies for being a great reaction channel. That's okay. That's such good news. That happened much faster because they said something like 3:30 in the afternoon. It's currently only about 1 in the afternoon. Okay, so that's our 90s computer. This is one of our design groups. Well, actually, let's copy all the computers here. Now, obviously, I'm going to fit a lot fewer computers in this room all of a sudden. Which is still kind of what I'm looking for, because I'm hoping to limit some of the noise, but that might limit our team's potentials here. I guess, yeah, we can put you there. What are you occupied by? Is there a heater? There is a heater. If I move you to there, and then grab this and copy you. Oh. I think if I move that up, we're going to be okay. Yeah, there you go. So now this has got room 5. We could put one in the middle, but that might be good enough. Hoping this will just make things not quite as noisy and therefore much better. So, put that plant there. It's going to be encroaching a little on the seat, but I don't think they actually mind. Our stats over here, the stats are good. So this room is sorted. So now, and you don't have any helper devices. No. Okay, good. That is what we're looking for at this time. It feels weird, but it certainly feels like, I mean, this would work. One computer in the middle. Maybe that's where the leader goes. You know what? I'm gonna do it. So these rooms will have space for 6. It looks a little doofy. Well, this one can do this. I think it's a different size room. Oh, that's 5. So yeah, then we do this again. Can't access the lamp. Let's just move you. Use Alt. Oops. Yeah. And center you up a little bit, and that's going to be okay. You're still reachable. You guys are okay there, although you do need your newer computers. These are old computers. Delete, delete, delete. I'm going to delete this whole chair here. And then we're going to grab the new computers. There, grab this whole desk and go there. And then for productivity equipment, y'all in support need your phones. I didn't manage to click that down properly. This is a development squad, so you'll go and get computer, or these. Although I suppose we could put one artist thing down. These guys are both on design. And done. Okay. Now we might still get a few complaints. That's going to be okay. What about all these marketing and these guys? I should probably do them all too. It would be convenient to have a bulk update tool, but I don't think it's the sort of thing that happens often enough to really justify adding something like that in the game. I mean, for all I know it exists, but I don't think so. Done. So I'm like, oh, click on the computer. Do I see something? I don't. Dev group. Maybe I put 2 tablets in here. Or 1. I mean, we don't need a ton of artists, but maybe one of these desks and have a tablet. There. And the rest will all get calculators. Because mostly it's a lot of programmers. But most of these have like one artist job going on. Okay, hopefully I did them all. You're over here. You're over here. Okay, let's get this going. We'll keep an eye out for more complaints about noise and whatnot. Yeah, these guys are idle, but that's going to have to be. I don't think throwing more people on the OS development makes any sense because we're currently sitting at 6 of 6 for designers. So you're golden. You don't have enough programmers right now, but you're not in that stage yet, so it's going to be all right. Idle, idle, idle. Okay, you're Rocco. Oh, Quill 18. Pick a leader. Thought I set... Oh, I gotta change it here, don't I? Except I can't give it to you. Oh, wait, no, hold on. This is interesting. This leader, I think, is also acting as the designer, even though I chose Rocco when I was setting up the project. We can confirm. We don't see Quill's right ear anyway here, right? Quill's right ear's here. It's queued, phase, design. Let's embiggen this window. Because they can have multiple projects. They have no tasks right now. Oh, there we go. So action points are starting to fill up. Maybe we should just trust the system. Oh, I can take over. The action is the lead designer, which seems to be using Quill for it. I don't know if that was the ideal thing, but it is what it is now. All right. And these offices were all good. Okay. Education, marketing. Oh yeah, you were the one, you know, okay, I click on one of these pips, just get rid of you, but it is a little bit annoying. So potentially this could be someone that ends up being on one of our tech teams for one of our tech level things. Here, I'll just start investing in 3D pips, even though it doesn't make much sense. And Catherine, you are on a generic development team. You get some 2 stars going on, and Jefferson is an education or an accounting person who got some leadership tips kicking in. I don't know, probably just give you some HR here. Oh, maybe Rocco has the design chops, but maybe... So Quill has under the HR here, he has automation. Maybe that's why he has to be the leader over here. It makes sense. He's got 3 stars. He can handle every part of project management. That's probably why he's in charge. Okay. Yeah, it's a shame that he's not the most creative person, just perfectly ordinary creativity. I can't click on this, so presumably he's only got the 2D editor skill. So this might not be ideal for this. Maybe we could look at hiring someone else for this, but I'm going to leave it running as is until we know. Whoa, whose car is this? I can only click on... Well, we got a lot of fancy cars. Are our employees rich? Do we actually see the cars go up in level as they get paid more? That is what I'm thinking. We don't have a lot of space for cars, though. Should we move out into the country or something so we have more space? I mean, maybe not fully the country, but maybe a smaller town. I bet you we get bigger plots of land. Oh my god, y'all, I passed the fire inspection, finally. Which means I can get insurance. But, I mean, I've got the cash, right? Insurance is you gambling with the insurance company that things are going to go worse than they think are going to go. That's really what it is. The insurance company thinks things are going to go better. If you think that things are going to go worse than the insurance company is expecting, then that's when you pick up the insurance. I mean, when you have cash like this, it's a little bit different if you don't have enough of a nest egg to deal with something catastrophic. Then that's what you're doing. You're accepting the fact that you're kind of losing money on the deal to avoid a catastrophic outcome that you can't cover. But we can cover it, so we're not going to worry about that. Okay. Nighttime. I'm wondering about getting rid of the overnight support. I've talked about it a million times. It would let us fast forward through, but I mean, it's not like it's that long. Release more bug fixes. Grind out this. 19 idlers, and they're probably mostly all in some sort of development. Well, we got this weird, like, tech thing. Do I want to research a new tech? Oh, I think I was going to build another common room over here. Hang on. Let me copy this. Drop that down over here. Copy the drinks machine. Here, this thing here with the coffee machine as well. Put you in there. Water cooler. I mean, maybe the water cooler for socializing is actually something you put in the offices. But we'll do that. We'll make this room a little nicer. I've really started to appreciate these carpets. So, that room gets a little bit cozy, a little bit of a mood boost. I think that's fine. Our cleaner might be quite busy. I mean, we ended up with a lot of days with the cleaner spending some time idle, and hopefully that's not the case anymore. So, okay, we're getting the action points for development faster than design. Is it because Quill is better at that? Or is it because we're spending some of the design points as we go? That might be the case. Phase the design. Oh, some of our designers are working. Okay, and I think that's what it is. I think the leader generates these action points, advances the project a certain amount, but then we do have some people working on the design now. Development, not yet. But then the hope is that this will also, like, continuously cycle through. I mean, I suspect there might be a little bit of a dead period still with the design team, like that whole 12-month period where we do bug fixes, and that might be in between, but I don't know, we're going to see if they can keep just churning out consistent releases. And I sort of expected that the people would be on the development team a little too early, but that's okay. Just keep squeezing out these little micro bug fixes just because people are sitting around, so we may as well. Done. Okay. West team is in its third iteration, and I do want to go and do a full iteration of that, if at all possible. And then we're going to have lots of designers sitting around, and we might pick up a tech project. Entirely possible. Well, I guess now it's a good time to put in a cut, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Before I end it, let me double check my stock. I mean, we might want to buy a little bit more. We're okay for now. We'll check it in a little bit and see how the sales are going. Unless I start manually designing the next Good Touch. When was that released? It's been a while now. Good Touch 2, 87. I mean, the left ear has been longer, but we've got a development team for that. We've got this D1 design that isn't doing anything. You know what? I think that is what's going to happen. I think we're going to go and manually make a sequel. You're going to be on design day 1, dev day 1. I don't understand how we... Why is the demand not more? Like... Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so this level 3, Beautify, doesn't actually change the interest. Makes it less likely to refund your product. It dramatically... Well, I mean, it's hard to tell. It says about a year... Approximately 2 years. I don't know how those numbers represent. For all we know, we went from like 1.4 years to 1.6 years of development with Beautify. Like, I don't know how this is rounding. But less likely refund. I guess I'll put that on. It'd be great to develop it for our own OS, but we're not there yet. We'll just do this one OS over here. It's all 88 tech level, which is good. But theoretically, our current project is there. But I don't know. It keeps selling, so I guess it keeps working. So we're going to do a manual development on this one. Does need, ultimately, a couple more programmers maybe thrown into Dev 1. But I don't have anything to do right now. We're not doing development, but I was going to say, if there's any, like, the evening development team... So Norris, if I change you to daytime development, compatibility is 93%. That's not bad. So we'll move you to the day. That'll be an extra programmer in the project, which is fine. Okay. I mean, they're not needed right now anyway, but that's okay. And then the amount of designers. Oh, that's Quill OS. Quill's Good Touch. You could theoretically make do with another designer. I'm wondering about we could hire. I don't know if I will. Although I suspect that the 2D editor stuff would be something else that would be good to move to some sort of manual thing. Now, right, we haven't done any OS work, so I don't think the press releases are going to do much. For Quill's Good Touch, in theory, it will. I'm going to go ahead and announce the release date now. And presumably this has been calculated. Yeah, it's about 3 years from now, which I think is going to be fine. Yeah. I'm going to say yes. I think that's more than enough time. We're not working with a publisher, so I think we could go and release it earlier. That's going to be okay. We should get a little bit of hype, I would think, from just announcing a release date. Design on the OS squad. Well, let's... put 3 stars in there. Design on audio, which you're already excellent about. We'll get you a second tip in system. I don't think the audio tool needs it, but we're going to get that going. Money's okay. Update. And yeah, currently I don't think there's anyone on the evening development group at all. But we can leave it there. So we can always fold some people in later. We'd have to, because Dev Day 1, I think, is up to 6 people, and that's the most we can have in this office. Dev Day 1, yep. Smaller, agile group. Maybe okay. I see some people with, like, massive teams later. But I think for now, this is servicing us pretty well. So, how's the project management going along? I mean, you're in design phase, you've got those, people seem to be working on it. I mean, obviously not the developers. And I kind of wish they could be doing something idle to just boost their skills. Just give them something, you know, spend some time, go on some bonus courses. You are in the marketing squad, so we will give you this. We've got the ability to start making videos. Maybe we should make a video. Well, right now, let's do a written market. Just level 1 over here. Effective, you have more to show off. Wait a bit into the design or development phase before you make a press release. I guess we should wait. And there is something like this design effectiveness window, depending on the difficulty. I don't know if it's like from the start of the project or until the planned release date. Feels like maybe we shouldn't do any marketing until maybe we go into the development. And then we'll do the big first press release. We might do it with video. Yeah, we're definitely going to be wrapping up support on some of these soon, but... Fallen sick. We saved $500,000 for tax optimization. Oh, Quiller's Gate. Okay, they're no longer, the publisher's no longer doing it. That's fine, because we're going to take over marketing for that. It's already unavoidable. But yeah, we'll activate it as well. So our D1 marketing team is maintaining marketing on a few things. We can go and pause it when we need to. Like when we start writing the press report releases, we might pause this post-release marketing for a little while, just so that they can bang out the press release in an appropriate amount of time. Okay, I'm eager to see this kick in. Can I, with the cleaner, how much does it cost per day? 1,000 per month, yeah. Actually, can you do overnight cleaning? Leave when finished. I guess, here, arrive at midnight. Oh, it's still set to 4 hours. Okay, you know what, actually 2. There. When the office is empty, I realize that means we can't fast forward the same way, but that's okay. Why don't you do the cleaning overnight when no one's around? Plenty of people on idle. I'm still thinking these guys will kick in soon. Spending a lot on marketing. We got a loss there. I guess we didn't sell enough that day. I mean, sales are drifting off for a few things. I think we can go and order a few more copies of this. Let's order another 50K. And another 40K over here. In theory, both these products are going to be replaced with something else soon. Well, for different meanings of soon. Finish. Group these two together so I can keep an eye on them. Did I announce a release? Oops. Did I announce a release date for this? No. 95. I think it's going to be sooner than that now, because I think this was the raw production time. I'm going to announce November of 94. 4 years to build it. I really don't think we need that much. 3.5 years. We got to finish basically one more iteration after that. Yeah, hopefully that's okay. Or I've just boned myself. I think that's probably okay. Folks, we're going to go and put a cut in here. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.